back with another week of podcast. As usual, it is myself and Fades, but we actually have a special guest today. Say what's up, Ant. How you?
What's happening, everybody?
Yo, it's Ant the Barber.
My man kicked it off with a howl. One of them, the murderous warrior howls from Papua New Guinea, right? Those are the Papua New Guinea.
There we go. That's what we'll call it. This dude. All right, y'all.
Battle cries, boy. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready for the
As battle? Long as there ain't no main call, we're good.
I look like I've been in a battle, man. It's my right eye. It's sick right now. I keep saying that. It sounds funny, but it's got an infection. So like my eye is like halfway shut. It's swollen. It's chapped. It'll start running. You guys are gonna think you brought me to tears in this. And
it was a motivational conversation. That's what it was.
It's already so deep. I'm about to drop one right now.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I remember you saying that on your live. You haven't gotten it checked out or what?
Look at. I called today like at 2:20. I was done with my day. I was like, hey, I know it's kind of last minute. Do you think you guys could get me in? And this dude tried to straight panic me with COVID from the jump. Shit. I'm like, bro, it's my eyeball, man. Like, it doesn't have a fever. It's not. It didn't lose its taste. Like, it's my eyeball, man.
He's like, I'm gonna have you wear a mask over your eye when you come in here, please.
Yeah, and then. Long story short, man, it was kind of late to get in. So I'm actually going tomorrow. Okay. I cut half my books off so I could go in the afternoon and just do a walk-in and just get it taken care of, man. Because if it's something I could hand out, I don't want to be passing it around to my clients and stuff or my children.
You can have something in your eye too, bro. I've been there. Where you have something stuck in your eye, you don't even realize it, and that shit just messes with everything in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with, I might have accidentally scratched some dirty balls in the middle of the night and stuck my finger in my eye, man.
There's a big guy in there. Hey.
I got some dookie booty eye, man.
It happens at least once in your life, at the very minimum.
And this might be my time to shine.
Okay.
Could very well be it. All right.
Hey, what if that makes you like edge up straighter and shit?
Hey, you never know.
That could be
it's that barber's eye. That's what it is.
It gives me the stank eye. Like when I'm lining up my clients and I'm standing in front of them and I'm like this, and I catch them for a minute just looking at me, and I know they're like, what the fuck's wrong with your eyes? So then I got to explain it. Like, I know I look like a pirate over here while I'm lining you up, bro, with my eye, man. And they're like, oh, I noticed. I didn't want to say nothing.
Oh, shit.
Hey, my boy, one of my homies, he got Bell's palsy from a heat stroke.
Oh, shit.
And but that is like temporary. It doesn't last. But ever since then, like, puede tirar las líneas bien derecho. Like, they're really straight.
He's better all of a sudden.
Yeah, all of a sudden, he's better. I was like, hey, let me get some of that Bell Posse.
All of a sudden,
sprinkle me.
All of a sudden, he's shooting marbles on your lunch break.
Yeah. No, but like he later on started making straight lines. All of a sudden, I was like, damn, carnal, that shit really worked for you.
This dude.
That's not a made up story. That's a for real story. That really
happened. He said facts.
I believe
he said fact check that right now.
I believe you.
Let's get him on the line.
So here's the deal, y'all. We're gonna do something different this week. I'm not gonna throw out the agenda for everybody to see. I'm not even gonna put it in the description of the video. I want people to be surprised this week as to what we're going to talk about. So I know we know a little bit about what we're going to talk about, but I'm not going to drop it down below. I want everybody to tune in daily. Emails. This dude.
Hey, one thing I want to talk about before we get started with an agenda is, can we get to 300 subscribers?
Hell yeah, I'm down with that.
Man, I'm just saying, can we get there already? Like, I know we all are connected in some shape or form through YouTube, so meaning my subscribers are more than likely your subscribers, vice versa. So can we just get the community to support a really dope podcast? Honestly, and I'm not going to lie to you. Every once in a while, I get this little fire in me to come back, right? And for some reason, when I get that little fire, I start scheming through YouTube just to kind of get a feel of what's out there. What kind of content are people expecting right now? And And truthfully, that's kind of what kept me away a little bit. Aside from I would say it kept me away in the beginning. Some other things have kind of kept me away since then, but that kind of one of the things that stirred me away is I felt like content was kind of turning a little foofy there for a minute.
Oh, I feel you 100%.
And I was just like, yo, foofy. Foofy.
Yeah. You know about foofy?
Foofy. Hey, never mind. I'm thinking Fifi.
Not
Never
Fifi.
Mind.
Not
Fifi.
Dude.
That's a different website, carnal. That's not YouTube. That's the other two.
Demonetized.
Yeah, done. Canceled.
Done.
Flags.
They don't know what it is.
But when I do skim through and see what's going on out there, I don't see something as dope as this, where you're just like not forcing something. You're just kind of letting vibes flow.
Yeah.
And they're flowing nicely. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to do what I can, to go ahead and try to push some love this way, because I feel like it's deserved, man. And both of y'all been rocking with me for a mighty long time. And the fact that you both branched out, started doing your own thing. Now you're linked together doing your thing. Like, it's really dope to see, man. Because like I said, both of y'all been rocking with me for a minute, and it's really nice to see the growth and just the direction both of you guys are taking this, and especially because neither of you, this is a full-time thing, and I doubt a lot of people, if they don't know your background, would assume that about you because of the passion that's there. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I remember when you were like, yo, Ant, this isn't what I do, bro. Like, chill out. And I'm like, nah, this is what you do. This is what you love. Remember? Yeah. You remember?
I remember.
Same thing with my homie over there, the ambassador over there doing his thing. You know what I mean? But the passion that lies between both of you, man, I feel like, there's enough there to bring something to this barber industry. So, like I said, can we get to 300 yet? Because we want to celebrate 500 already. Can we get to the 300?
Most definitely. We're gonna keep putting in the work for sure. We'll do whatever we gotta do.
Yo, not to mention. I dig this channel so much that I'm gonna sponsor your first giveaway at 300.
Hey,
I'm not gonna say what we're gonna give away, but it is a Gamma product. So if you guys aren't familiar with Gamma, go ahead, check them out. They're always dropping something new.
Hey,
hold what I'm saying?
Hold on. Can Ivy Mac win it? Because he probably
no. Hey. I'm 100% blacklisted from everything.
100% blacklisted because he would.
I'm the one giving stuff away now. I'm the one giving stuff away.
He would win off top, man. This guy, I'll tell you what, man. He's Irish. Somewhere in there, there's red in that beard. There's red in his beard.
Hey, you see me in the sun apparently because it's a real thing. That's a real thing. That's dope.
How are you gonna win your own giveaway? I just thought of that.
This dude. Nah, we appreciate the love, bro. Big time. And y'all heard it here, 300, but we're gonna keep it going. Like, the reality is we have fun doing this. Like, absolutely. Me and Fades legit just talking. It's like, hey, we should start a podcast. There was, what's funny is he threw it at me and I threw it at him at the same time without us even discussing it. Like, it
was the right thing to do.
It was the right thing to do. It felt right, bro.
That's dope. That's when it's right, is when it feels right.
Yeah, guaranteed.
It's just because our conversations were so random. Like and it never, like, it was like never forced or anything. Like you said right now, it was like, no, we'd be like, man, you ever go to like Walmart y el pinche carrito would be squeak.
I get that cart every time.
It just
my wife has buff ass forearms from pushing the struggling cart at Walmart.
You can't put, and you should be pushing it forward. What you mean, my wife?
Bro? Hey, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I jump in those electric cars, the carts all the time. I've had one surgery in my life for a gallbladder. How many years ago, Ashley? 5, 6? 6, 7 years ago, and I'm always like, babe, you know, I just had surgery, man. Quit being insensitive. And I just ride them bitches around.
And you're traumatized. Your body's traumatized. It goes back to that.
Yep. You know what I mean? You never know when you're gonna have a flash pain.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But shout out to Walmart. Shout out to Walmart.
Shout out to Walmart.
Link in the description.
Have you guys ever heard of this thing called Walmart?
Hey, Walmart.
Walmart. That shit starts with the G. Ya tú sabes.
Guaranteed. Hey, but what you were talking about, Ant, like, actually, that's like the first question I have for you. I know you've been out of the game for a little bit, and to be honest with you, I feel we talked about this in the past. Like, things just feeling a little foo-foo. Like, the content is just, I don't know. It's weird. It's almost like there is now a checklist in YouTube that you have to hit for you to have this, like the views or the subscriptions.
You got to hit to hit.
Yeah, and if you were doing your own thing or trying to do something different, it's like YouTube algorithm or the people on YouTube is just like, nah, we're not for it. I feel you on that one.
Not for it, man.
So that's
it definitely. I ain't gonna lie. Some of that, you know, just, and I'm all for creativity and people being themselves and being individuals, and you know, but I'm just not with the fuckery, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's like. And I'm a funny guy. Like, I'm always about laughter. I'm always about bullshitting. Like, that's me, you know. But I can't get with the foofiness, man. And I'd rather just be disassociated with that than to allow that to represent my barber culture. You know,
Simone.
All you gotta do is draw like just dye your eyebrows way like the rainbows and then put some different colored box braids. Get away.
Box braids?
Some nice box braids, different colores. Un pinche pink one y un yellow acá.
Is that what's trending right now, Faith? Is that what it is?
More than likely.
It's funny you say that because there's this white guy that I follow. I've been following him for a long time. And he's always asked to get a haircut for me. And he's got like over 500,000 subscribers. So he's pretty known on YouTube. And he gets, he drops a video. He's getting like, 200,000 views a day. Are you guys still here?
Simon, you're good.
Okay, I seen a little lag. But he just did the 6ix9ine. He just did the 6ix9ine box braids.
Hell yeah.
And I couldn't believe it. No disrespect to Jason. I am going to say your name. Shout out to Jason.
Okay, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about, yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about.
Yo, but I'm just like, bro, and kind of like the one I watched last night, he let Day One shave her signature in the side of his head. Mm-hmm. And if she didn't struggle to put Day in the side of his head, man, I was just like, bro, the things you'll do for views, like that's the stuff like I can't do. Like,
yeah.
I love Jason. He's funny, but I just feel like, I don't know. I'm like, man, you went a little too far with the box braids with the 6ix9ines. Like, what are you doing?
He's trying.
Not me, YouTube. I'll do anything for some views.
Face is like, sprinkle me with anything I need to be sprinkled for that algorithm.
He's braiding them in right now.
He's taking notes. That's why he was frozen. He froze himself so he could take some notes as you were talking.
He paused it, so when he came back, he already had the box braids.
Maybe. So,
pausa y regresamos.
So let me ask you, Ant, what should we expect from you in the future? If the comeback is here, if it's now, if it's later, what is it exactly that we should be expecting from you?
What should you expect from me, or when should you expect it from me?
A little bit of both. You tell us.
So what you should expect from me, and always kind of like what you're going to get in this channel, is just raw realness. No wholeness, just realness, man. I come from a real place. So anything that I do comes from that place, man. And when it comes to me putting content out, like my only goal is to give back. And
Dan, I thought you were gonna say, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I thought you were gonna say an OnlyFans. I was like, I swear, you said my only. I was like, you said
no. That's on the agenda. That's on the agenda.
That's a part of it.
I knew it.
It's not a fans only. It's a man's only. And
hey,
is my phone ringing?
I got a 20% discount code that I'm gonna drop here mid session. So stay tuned.
My bad. I should interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, but like I said, you know, I have a lot of ideas, man, and I'm a firm believer in just kind of listening to that inner self and go with it, especially when it makes you feel uncomfortable, because that's usually where your happiness lies, is right outside your comfort zone. So I definitely have some ideas, and if I could screen share with you right now, I would show you the notes in my iPhone. I'm starting to finally put my iPhone to use, but I've been jotting down notes since I've had it, and it honestly, everything in there is all content related. It's just all ways that I want to give back through the community. Like there's ways out. There's so many things that I want to do, and I just feel like once I finally do start to doing them, damn, that was a lot of doo-doos. Once I actually start putting that motion into flow, everything's just gonna start dropping in nicely like it should. And we already know that I have what it takes to give that grind when it comes to YouTube.
Yep.
Like I have it somewhere. That fire has dwindled out a little bit. And one thing I'll say about life in general is when you let that flame dim down, it's really hard to ignite it again. And that's just real shit. And it just seems like every time I'm like, all right, I'm ready to get my foot back in the game, like something just doesn't set right and it feels forced. And I'm not the type of individual that could force anything, or at least, you know, not by nature. That's not what I like to do. I rather things just flow like they should, you know? And so it's really hard for me to force things. And then if I'm forcing it, then it's not the real me. And then it's not everything I could give. And that's not what I want to drop. And, you know, it's like, I don't know when you should expect me back. I do know this, man. I got literally like 20 clippers and trimmers and shavers since I've not dropped content, from Gamma, from a company I don't even know. I've gotten so many boxes of product that I actually use every day, and that's amazing product. I still haven't given any shout outs, not even on my Instagram. I kind of just took a step back from everything, you know? And like I said, once that flame dims out, it's really hard to ignite it again, but it's still there. And I still feel like I have something to give. And, you know, kind of like you two individuals, I feel like we represent a different side of that barber culture. And I think it's important that we see all sides of it. So not one person is representing us all, because we're, you know, a crazy diverse group of individuals, you know, and we're all flossy in our own way. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, so I definitely want to get out there and represent for my like-minded people, you know, and for myself, and just kind of show my little taste and twist of this culture, if you will.
Guaranteed.
Hey, carnal, I remember one video you made. It was like an intro to like a movie almost. And remember? And then you
with the suitcase.
Yeah,
with the briefcase.
You jump in the Denali, and then you're like, hey, you got that? You got that? It looked like one of those Dark Room Familia movies from back in the day. But it was dope. And then you ended up cutting hair outside by like a cascada.
On the dock. I cut him on the same dock that I met him at nighttime. I cut him the next day in the daytime right there on the dock. Yeah.
But then it got dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
That's dope.
Yeah, that was dope, actually, man. And you know, that's when I started to just kind of dabble into my little creativity side, because I'm like, man, I always said this: if I could just have someone film for me, I would drop the dopest content in the world.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's where it's at. I can have someone do some crazy shots for me while I'm like doing my thing, you know?
Some B-roll, like catching raw emotion. Like
I be like this, like
yo,
messing up the haircut because you trying to go with the phone.
I swear to God, but it looks cool as shit. You know what I'm saying? You got the clipper, then you got the phone right on it, and then it cuts the hair like.
But
we need you to invent some shit, Morales, where you can like tape it onto the clipper of some sort.
You know, hey, I actually seen something like that on a Gamma post. This dude has a GoPro attachment.
Yes,
on his Gamma clippers.
I know what you're talking about. I see
and
that
you know, shout out to the homie Big Al, especially if you're listening. Shout out to you.
Salosita. That's
I just watched one of his videos today before I took a little nappy.
Yeah,
but
the hat thing.
Yeah,
I seen that.
It looks like he has like a
good quality.
On this video today, he's like, "Ooh," and I got it fixed. He was all happy as
fuck. He threw it in rice. My man
he threw it in rice.
He threw it in rice. Hell yeah. He had wet it because he was somewhere. I don't remember where he was at. He jumped in a pool with it. That's what it was. So he had to throw it in rice.
You see what I'm saying? That takes me back to what I was saying in the beginning of this. Is somehow, way or another, we're all connected within the same community.
Same one.
So there's no reason why you guys shouldn't have the same 45,000 subscribers I do.
Jump over, hop over. It's fun out here. That's dope, though. I'm excited to see you come back, but at the same time, see you come back your way. Like I wouldn't want to see I don't want to call it a watered down version of Antha Barber or anything. I want to see what I've seen in the past. Since day one, what captured my attention to follow you and to learn from you and to be a part of that community that is, I feel like, is all of our community now, which I'm super excited to be a part of.
You know, hey man, I'm glad to be a part of it too. And the truth is, you guys are in a really good position right now because everything you're doing is just out of passion and fun. And I'm not saying it's ever became about numbers or it's ever became about what my YouTube check looked like or, but after a while, numbers do get into your head, and you start comparing yourself to other YouTubers and you're like, well, damn, he just hit 100K. I ain't even hit 50. And, I remember when we were both at the same number and I was past, you start hating is what it seems like,
in your head.
And it's like, I have to battle with this person and I feel like it's a complete stranger. Like it's a foreign person in my body because I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody succeed. So I don't think it's like targeted at like one person per se. It's more about talking shit to myself, basically, and I'm not in competition with nobody. So like I said, where you guys are at right now, at that beginning where everything just feels real and it feels fun and you're like excited to do the shows and you're just ready to just, edit it and drop it. And, one view feels like 100 feels like 1,000, like, and just that's where I want to be again.
Shit.
Like, that's where I want to be again, at the beginning stage where you're just doing it for the love of just doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when I'm gonna start dropping again. When I'm allowed to just do it again out of just love. Because when I did it out of just love, I was dropping like 3-4 videos a week. Yeah. Because my passion for this is that strong. You know what I mean? Like
I'm looking forward to it, bro.
Hey, you should have seen when I learned how to do picture-in-picture in the video, dog. I call my wife up here. I'm like, hey, come here, look at this.
Hey, fancy.
Like, I got two the other camera. You can see both of them.
He's like, that's me and the clipper at the same damn time.